Pinpoint Weather on NBC5 News is brought to you by the Cow Creek Umpqua Tribe.
Hey, welcome back into Sunrise. A little bit of a warm up compared to yesterday morning, just by a few degrees across our area. We got the 40s to lower 50s here for the west, some 40s out into our eastern counties. We're seeing a little bit of a bigger difference compared to yesterday. Klamath Falls 7 degrees warmer, 6 degrees warmer for Alturas and Lakeview. We're just sitting 2 degrees warmer here for Medford. Expected highs today will climb a bit more compared to yesterday. 60s to lower 70s here for the valley, 60s for the coastline, especially Brookings edging a little bit closer to 70 degrees, and we'll have some 60s out across our eastern counties. Again, a slight warm up compared to yesterday, but overall still below the seasonal average for this time of year, and that's expected to continue all the way through Saturday. Sunday will be right a little bit closer to that average high, and then the heat is on as we're getting into next week. 80s to lower 90s for your Monday and Tuesday. When we look at the conditions, though, with the cooler temperatures over the next couple of days, cooler meaning below that seasonal high, we will also get into more rain and storm potential. We already have some storms to kick off this morning out into Lake County, central Lake County, and thunderstorms are expected to stick around here. Some could be strong to severe with some gusty winds, smaller size hail, lightning, of course, and also some heavier downpours. Now, we'll get out of this rain potential and things will dry out as we lead into some warming temperatures into this weekend and for next week, but still going to be active with the cut-off low to our south. It's going to continue this kind of east to west movement with the thunderstorm activity here over the next couple of days. Now, this system will slowly drift out further east as we head into Friday, and as it does, it's going to be taking that precipitation with it, and a ridge will be building in to lead into the drying conditions after that, but still going to be quite active here over the next couple of days with rounds of rain and also the chances of some storms. Now, with this activity, it's not going to be raining at all times, so keep that in mind, but a very good coverage of rain, something we desperately need, and some pretty good amounts expected here in the coming days as well. But if you're further west towards the coastline, looking at a much drier forecast for you, stretching up towards Roseburg, but around Josephine County and areas east, we see a good coverage of some rain. And again, this is going to be all the way through Friday morning. Friday afternoon will start to dry out, and that will continue for this weekend as well. When we look at expected rainfall amounts, well, especially if we can get under some of these thunderstorms, we could quickly add into those rain amounts by about ½ of an inch. Now, we see a good coverage of rain, especially here for the Central Valleys and out across our eastern county. So that is the good news. Some spots might get a little bit more than others, but that trend is good rainfall, something we desperately need. We are below where we should be for the month of May, and of course it's been a dry start to the year for most of the months. We look at the Valley 7-day forecast. We'll stay into some 60s to lower to mid 70s in the coming days before we get into the heat into next week. We'll also get into some breezy winds leading into this weekend and chillier morning temperatures as the rain and moisture kind of clears out. We'll dip back down into some 40s. The Klamath Basin also, again, rain and storms next few days, clearing out into the afternoon hours of Friday. Then with sunshine and warming temperatures leading into this weekend. Some breezy winds starting on Friday and Saturday. We'll still see that chance of some breezy winds, especially with thunderstorm activity here for today. Northern California, we'll see the setup of rain and storms. That will also go through Friday morning, then clearing out and warming up with some 80s returning in the forecast for us next week, staying below seasonal with 60s to lower 70s. Now, the coastline, still a chance for rain later Thursday, Friday. Again, not the best rain potential for them, but can't rule out some rain from the overnight activity moving across the valleys. That clears out and breezy conditions expected for this weekend.